As we have noted many times on this show, Texas Republican Ted Cruz seems to have one foot out of the door of the U.S. Senate. He's turned his powerful elected position into essentially a part-time job while he focuses his efforts on more satisfying work. Of course, I'm talking about his podcast, The Big Comfy Chair with Ted Cruz. The senator records 3 episodes a week, which is not nothing. Certainly sounds like a lot from a senator from the second most populous state in the country in the middle of a tight race for re-election. Now, beyond the weirdness of devoting so much of his time to his side hustle, Cruz's podcasting habit raises some serious ethical and legal questions. Who is actually producing the program, and what is happening to the money it generates? Well, we have some fascinating new answers. Back in 2022, Cruz partnered with iHeartRadio, the #1 syndicator of U.S. radio programming, reaching 245 million people each month. iHeart would bankroll the whole operation, although Cruz aides and iHeart executives didn't provide details of the deal, including how much Cruz will be paid for the rights to the podcast. That was a murky but important issue, considering the Senate's strict rules on outside employment. You can't just, have another job. There are whole pages about this in the Senate Code of Conduct. So how do you get around that? As we recently learned, you pay Ted Cruz's super PAC rather than Ted Cruz himself. As the Dallas Morning News explains, since March 2023, the pro-Cruz Truth and Courage PAC has received a series of increasingly larger payments from iHeartMedia Management Services, Inc. that total more than $630,000. That's about a third of the total amount of money the PAC reports raising since the beginning of 2023. A spokesperson for an iHeart subsidiary called Premier Networks said in a statement that Cruz volunteers his time to host the podcast and isn't compensated for it. She further explained they sell advertising time for the podcast, and the money being directed to the Truth and Courage PAC is, quote, associated with those advertising sales. Now, when a local news outlet confronted Cruz with this information, the senator got very defensive.
So if an entity which employs lobbyists is giving hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to your re-election efforts, how can you say you're not being compensated?
It really is sad what's happened to the media, which is the media exists right now seemingly to parrot left-wing Democrat attacks. The group that brought that attack is a left-wing Democrat attack group.
Makes sense he's touchy because the arrangement may well violate election laws. Campaign finance lawyer explains independent super PACs are barred from coordinating with candidates and campaigns they support. Candidates are also limited in how much money they can solicit for super PACs and are prohibited from soliciting corporate donations to them. It's hard to see how Ted Cruz's thrice weekly podcast, owned and produced by his super PAC, which takes in hundreds of thousands of dollars from it, does not constitute coordination or soliciting donations. And it's got everyone asking, why is this happening? No, I'm sorry. That's my podcast, actually. Why is this happening? Which you can download with the QR code there or wherever you get your podcasts. But I digress. The Ted Cruz deal. That deal may also be in violation of the Ethics in Government Act. In fact, the Campaign Legal Center filed a complaint with the Senate Ethics Committee asking to investigate whether Cruz is disguising speaking fees as payments to a super PAC in violation of the law and Senate rules. So, not only is Ted Cruz's podcasting habit weird, I think a little insulting to the 30 million Texans he represents, presumably full-time, it also appears to be a serious ethical and campaign finance scandal in the making.